right, happy Monday. So it is an iconic day in Mountain Moose history, and we have to talk about it. So 6 years ago today is the day that we first went and picked out Moose, met Moose for the first time, decided, yep, this little baby, this one right here, this one right here, this one right here, is gonna come home with us. So I just thought I would talk a little bit about it because I'm getting I'm getting questions and comments, messages daily from people wondering, where we got Moose from, what's Moose's breeder, can you share with me where the heck you got this cute brown bear? And I've addressed it before, but in case you've missed it or in case you want to hear the story again, I'm going to tell you. So at the time that we first met Moose, Brady and I had been together for a little over a year and moved into a rental house together. And we had talked about getting a dog someday. We're in agreement that we wanted a lab, specifically a male chocolate lab, specimen in question. But Brady kind of said, we should wait until we own a house or have a house with a bigger yard, something like that, just more room to raise a dog. The house we were renting was a pretty decent sized house, and it sat on probably a quarter acre. So, that's still, I see people raising dogs when they have an apartment and a balcony. So I feel like a quarter acre is pretty decent, but whatever. Obviously it worked out in my favor. But, we just agreed, okay, pause on getting a dog for now. And, I happened to be scrolling on Facebook one day, and a girlfriend of mine from college had shared that some family friends of hers had lab puppies for sale, and they had chocolate and black lab puppies, and, here's the number to call. So immediately typed in that number and called, didn't run it past Brady, didn't run it past the landlord to see if we could even have a dog, literally just said, nope, I would like one of these brown puppies, I would like a brown puppy. So called the guy up and he said, yep, we have one male chocolate puppy. And he goes, would you like to come meet him? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes, I would like to come meet him. So I set up some time for us to go over the weekend to make the drive to go meet this guy right here. This guy right here. This one right here, my little squishy baby. So, Brady gets home from work and I tell him I kind of did something today, and this weekend we have to make a little bit of a road trip to go meet a puppy. This one right here. And Brady's like, okay, that's fine, but he goes, we're not agreeing to anything, we don't know if this is gonna work out, we don't even know if we can have a dog. He's like, I'm open to meeting the dog, but we're not agreeing to anything just yet. And I'm like, sure, Jan, right? So we get everything ready to go. We're on our way there that weekend, and I get a call from the owner again, just saying he was asking, goes you guys are still on your way, how serious are you about this? Because Moose was the only male chocolate in the litter. He said he's been getting a lot of calls and texts with interest about him, but he goes, you guys are first in line, you have first dibs, if you're serious about it, he's yours. So I say we are absolutely 100% serious. We have the money for the deposit. We absolutely want him. We love him already. We just want to come meet him, make sure everything's good. But otherwise we're 100% serious. We will take the dog. And, Brady's kind of over here, side eye, did we agree to this actually? But anyways, so we get there and immediately, of course, fall in love with Moose. He was the squishiest, funniest, fastest, just goofy little brown, cuddly bear. I was obsessed immediately, and it maybe took half a second and you could just see in Brady's face, he immediately fell in love with him too. It was kind of funny because I would want to be holding him or playing with him or on the ground, just playing with him, whatever. And Moose kept like running right over to Brady. He was like, I'm gonna go check out this guy. Like, I want to be around this guy. So, we kind of knew like it was meant to be. Like, he already fit in so well with us. Obviously ended up putting the deposit down, and I think it was 3 weeks later came back and picked him up. So we picked him up right around 8 weeks, and yeah, he has been perfect. So I kind of mentioned at the beginning, people asking what breeder we got Moose from. It wasn't some like big breeder, unfortunately for everyone who's looking to go to the same place. This family bred their female lab, and that is how they ended up with, a Moose baby and Moose's brothers and sisters. So not a big breeder that I'm going to share the name or anything like that, but it kind of just, like I said, he fell right into our labs. Kind of just worked out the way it was supposed to work out. It was one of those like, oh, I did something without telling Brady. Just got to figure this out. But at the time when I had seen the post, I was not doing well. Like, my mental health was absolutely trashed. I was like sad and mad and upset all the time. I truly felt like I had no reason to get out of bed most days, no reason to like do anything with my day. Like, I was in a really, really, really bad headspace, and really didn't feel like I had much of a purpose at that point. And this might sound kind of cheesy to some, but getting Moose, even just having something to look forward to, going and buying his toys and his treats and his bed and setting up his space, and then finally bringing him home, I had a reason to get out of bed every day. For one, it was letting him out to do his business a million times a day, or feeding him or training him or whatnot, but also just having something good again. So, as much as we try to do for him and give him the absolute best life, he has done more than he will ever possibly understand for me. I'm sure Brady too, but really giving me something to love and hold on to. So just wanted to share that again with you guys, because I think it's just a crazy coincidence how that worked out. So thank you all for listening and for loving the brown bear. Not nearly as much as I do, but for loving him enough and following along with us on this crazy journey. So have a good rest of your day, everyone. Thank you.